Hey guys, another question from Lee. I've cut my carbohydrates down a little bit, but I feel like I need a lot more substance in my meals. I'm starving all the time. Right. Question I get a lot. When people start cutting the carbohydrates, I don't recommend you go really low on the carbohydrates. Just cut them down. Plus it's a great sanity thing if you're having a little bit of rice or quinoa or sweet potato or something like that. You know, have it there because it'll do a lot for you in your head. If you go into a meal thinking, oh, I've got no carbohydrates, I'm going to be starving. You're not, but it's difficult for your mind. It is difficult. I'll give everyone that. It's difficult because you're so used to stuffing yourself every meal. Then when you come down to, just not, it's like, oh God, I'm starving. So limit it. It will pass. You go 3 days, trust me, you will forget what it feels like. And when you do eat big, you'll be like, oh God, I feel terrible. So go that 3 days, try and get through it. Just make a rule, 3-day rule. You're gonna get through that with your set meals. Make sure your meals are planned. Don't try and do it off the cuff. It never works. It doesn't work for me, it doesn't work for anyone. Because you will, if you're hungry, when your blood sugar's dropped, you'll put anything in your mouth, and trust me, the body's reaction is really strong to overcome. So have your meals planned, live with a little bit of carbohydrate to start with. If you've got like a wedding in 2 weeks, something like that, where, I've advised or someone's advised you to cut it, cut it sensibly. And there's a massive thing, us fitness professionals sometimes go really low carbohydrates to get, say, ready for a shoot or something like that. If you're gonna do that, we have little tricks in our arm. I'm gonna share one of you with it. Actually, this is what I use. So say I've been dieting, 3 weeks, on 150 grams of carbohydrates, really hard training. You do, like everyone gets it, wore down. Everything drops, and you need some sort of boost. And a little boost, like a cheat meal, what we use to actually burn fat, works great. But sometimes through the week and you're starving, if you don't, things aren't going your way that day, you need something. And I actually use these. I don't know if you can see them. Zero noodles. So these are vegetarian, they're fat-free, wheat-free, 0 net calories, 0 sugar, 0 salt, 0 gluten. They are organic as well. So you might be wondering what they are, and they're actually heavy. The cognac noodles in water. I don't know how you pronounce it. Cognac. It's a root, and these are great. They're really great. It's basically a root, and they look like noodles. They actually don't taste of anything really. But what you are doing is you're putting them in your mouth, and there's a lot to eat. So you're basically getting, 0 net calories, you're getting a 0 calorie meal, but you're eating, and it's like vegetables. Vegetables basically have, 0 net calorie because it takes more digestion to, get rid of them. So you can eat as much vegetables, anything like that, as you want. So people, when they say, oh, I'm still hungry, eat more vegetables. Yeah, it's not, some people would rather eat, pasta and stuff, but get used to it. Do that 3 days, you'll get used to it. And once you start doing that, and fine, if say a trainer or anyone tells you to eat broccoli or eat this, say, is there not, if you don't like it, don't eat it. Say, is there an alternative? You've got to find something that works for you, or you're never going to continue it. If someone told, I don't really do well on broccoli, I don't like it. Kale, I like it. I'd never even tried kale. I went onto it and I love it. I can eat it. You will be able to find something that works for you. And if you say, oh, I don't like any vegetables, keep trying and you'll find something. And you'll find something you like. Something as simple as like putting a bit of salt on the top might make a difference. Some seasoning, cook it in a different way. I hate spinach cooked. I love it raw. Do something. Find something that works for you. Don't try and stick to something that's impossible or you're never going to stick to it. No point of starting. So if anyone does want to try these zero noodles, the website is zeronoodles.com, surprisingly. So zeronoodles.com, try them. don't rely on them, use them as a tool. You know, all my programs and stuff like that have cheat meals built into them, where, well, not for the first 21 days normally, but they end up burning you fat. So have that in mind, that your cheat meal is going to work for you if you know how. It's smart stuff, but have that in mind. Don't force things down your mouth, or you're going to continue for a day, max 2 days, and you're going to give up. So, you know, develop a few tricks like that. I mean, there is stuff out there. Those zero noodles are great, work for me. You know, you feel like you've had a big meal. Excellent, that's a way to do it. Do what works for you, find something that works for you. Right, thank you.